or cell
What
phones that can't be
is up,
traced.
Snaps? This is
But if I
GingerSnap
find the
as
transmission
always,
tower,
and today
I
I'm
can
going
tap
to do a
into it
quick
and hear what they
review
say.
and just web around the city in the new Spider-Man.
Some days I want to tell Jonah Jameson who I
Because
really am
it's
just to see the
freaking
look
awesome.
on his face.
So, I started playing it. I haven't played much. I'm actually going to do a playthrough. But, so far, it's pretty freaking awesome. You run on buildings and stuff. But, everybody that was wondering about this, they did go back to the old webbing system, which is pretty awesome. So, he doesn't just hook onto the sky anymore. Which is just absolutely fantastic because that was driving me nuts. Whoops. Now, instead of webbing just like with whatever hand, you have to actually control it, which is actually pretty cool. It took a little bit to get used to, but it's fucking awesome. So, right trigger will shoot a web out of your right hand, like that. Left trigger will do the left one, like so. And then you can do like a web rush and everything, pull yourself to shit. You also can just kind of quick do it rather than going into the view that kind of aims you. That view. Instead you can just be like, oh, hey, let's go over here. And then you can bounce off shit. The acrobatics are just awesome. Another big thing I saw everybody was complaining about, and I actually was kind of pissed about it at first too, was the graphics. Spider-Man looks amazing, in my opinion, but some of the other things, like the cars and shit, do not so much. Let's get hit by a bus. See, it's a little outdated, especially the taxis and stuff. Whoa, buddy. So, excuse me.
Okay, how hard can this be? It's a cell tower. It's gonna be high up and pointy.
It's really not all that bad. So, and the wall run's pretty fucking cool. Spider-Man really does look amazing. I'm supposed to have other suits. I actually just don't know how to put them on because I really haven't played anything yet. So, but you can see Spider-Man's suit here. Still has like some really nice detail in it. Oh, it's so nice. So yeah, we're gonna go run and jump off this ledge. Because what is a Spider-Man game without jumping off one of the highest buildings you can find? I know that wasn't the highest building I could find, but ouch, there's a ground there. But still, it's pretty damn awesome. See, you can do all kinds of acrobatic stuff. Like if you hold longer, you could do a couple different types of flips. If you let go shorter, it'll do like a quick spin thing. And it's always kind of different, so you did like a front flip and then a back flip. Now he's just doing like a straight up dive. We'll hold it really long. And he does like a backflip flare thingy. I don't know what they're all called, but he does some cool shit. So the webbing around the city is absolutely fantastic, and if you were pissed about the graphics, you get past it really quick. When you're actually flying around the city, it makes it all worth it, and the graphics really don't bother you all that much. I know if it's a $60 game, it should have better graphics, but buy it on Steam, get it on the computer, and it's $40. Which, if you don't have a computer that can handle it, you're still probably going to spend the $60. But even if it was $60, I would say this is well worth it. The fighting system is pretty badass compared to other fighting systems that Spider-Man used to have. It really kind of feels like a mix of the Spider-Man 2 game that came out back on like PS2 and Batman.
If I can find a cell phone tower and hack
the Batman
I can listen in on local
games. The fighting really feels like Batman.
This carrot guy.
I wish I could find a fight somewhere to show you. This just wants me to go to that cell phone tower, but oh shit. It feels like that for the reasons being there's like a dodge going off of a spider sense, and it kind of goes like Batman's stuff that comes out of his head that tells you, hey, you better hit the dodge button real quick. He pretty much has the same thing, and it makes it feel so fluid. And yes, it's a copy. It really is a copy of Batman's system, but at the end of the day, who really cares? Everybody loved the way the Batman games fought, so if it's not broke, don't fix it. And they didn't. They kind of just copied off of whatever worked and felt good. And you know what? I'm okay with that. Climb up the building.
Gotta find another way.
Pew! Yeah, you better.
Now that's a keeper.
Comic book. And you can do some quick falls and right at the last second tag on the building. So yeah, I mean the game looks pretty good. A lot better than I expected it. A lot better than their first couple impressions that they had put out for themselves. If you watch the YouTube video on them, they show their a little bit of the game developers playthrough, and it looks a lot better. I mean, the sun looks great, the way it shines and everything. It's definitely worth picking up. If you're not going to buy it, at least rent it and give it a feel for it, because it is pretty sweet. I guarantee if you don't have fun webbing around the city, then you just aren't a Spider-Man fan in general, which unfortunately I am a total Spider-Man fan. I guess not unfortunately.
Arms
but I
dealers
am a
tend to be
total nerd.
paranoid
That's okay though.
and careful.
We
No
all
way
knew
am I
that.
gonna find Carradine unless I hack the closest antenna and intercept his calls.
You can either choose to stop on one of those things, or you can just blink past it. Let me see if I can actually do it again. Nope, I suck.
A grown man dressed like a
Jesus Christ, come on. Oh, I'm terrible. Okay, we'll try it over here. There we go. Boom. So I can perch on it. Do a little spinny spin. Yeah, what's up, Spidey? Nice back. Do it again, and I'll show you that you can just continue to bounce off of it. So, it's just absolutely fantastic. Especially when you don't hit cars like I just did. You get a little altitude, and there we go. Let's go backwards. So you can see how it actually attaches to buildings this time. See? So you can get a better angle. There you go. A lot better. It's overall, it feels great. I honestly have had more fun just whipping around the city than doing actual missions. And that's why I said I would actually do a playthrough, because I just kind of wanted to get to a point where I could just whip around the city for you guys and kind of let you know first impressions, and then worry about it later. This is also the first game that you can actually play as Peter Parker. There we go. And I haven't really done much of him. You do it for the first mission. You kind of walk around, and it kind of looks like it's like when he gets shot, when Ben gets shot. Spoiler alert there, by the way. I guess it's a little late now, but yeah.
Either I find the cell phone tower and hack it, or I have to stalk every person in this neighborhood.
Do it.
Yeah, I think I'll go
Stalking's
with A.
fun.
When are people
See
gonna
that
learn
there's
it's
nothing to
Spider
attach to?
hyphen man?
I'll do
The hyphen
some
is
weird
important.
noises.
Ran out of
See.
road.
So, definitely check it out. I totally recommend it. I put the GingerSnap seal of approval. Not that that means much, but stay tuned for more. I'm going to end this video here. So, thanks everybody for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to see the rest of the Spider-Man playthrough, where I'm actually going to do a beginning to end gameplay and not just whip around the
Up in
city.
the web.
But I probably will do a couple of whip around the cities, because that's just fun. You can wall run, spin.
Too many
So,
days
like I said,
this,
thanks
and I'll
everybody
be
for
your
watching.
grouchy
You all have a
neighborhood
good night.
Spider-Man.